it's your boy back at it again. I don't want to waste time. I got a meeting in the AM, and I also got to take some notes. I just got things to do in the morning, so I got to respect my time a lot more. And I'm gotten better at it. It's no longer 2 a.m. I'm doing these. It's 1. I'm gonna work my way to before midnight. And I was like, but yeah, let me turn the mic on so you can see me. Hey. Hi, my name's Oscar with Southwestern Advantage. You must be the mom of the house. Great. I'm the hardworking college student who's been sitting down with all the families, showing them educational resources for high schoolers down to toddlers. I'm not quite sure if you've had the chance to see me on Facebook yet, but I was just talking to the grooms, the rows, and the causers, and I wanted to stop by for a minute. I showed 35 families a day, so I'll only get a few minutes with each one. Do you have a quick place to sit inside, or would out here work better for you? No worries. I guess you haven't heard about me. Like I said, my name is Oscar. I'm actually a college student from North Dakota State University, and I've had a lot of fun showing various families in Pennsylvania our educational apps, websites, and leadership programs. It's something that the grooms, the rows, and the campus have picked up. If you like it, great, and if not, that's okay too. I get credit just for showing you. And everyone's been super nice as long as I don't take up too much of their time. I can show you right out here. Like I said, my name's Oscar. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. Beth? Nice to meet you, Beth. Just to be clear, I'm not with the schools at all, and I don't have anything you're required to get. I'm actually a college student from North Dakota State University, and I'm doing this internship to help pay my way through school. The plan's to be debt-free by the time I graduate. So Ms. Jones, it's actually my second week here in Pennsylvania. It's been awesome to sit down with all the families, showing them some educational resources in the leadership development program this summer. I get to help kids with learning their ABCs up through ACT, SAT prep. And in return, I gain experience, develop my skills, and help pay for school. So our system is a combination. Yeah, and I found that the parents in this area are really education conscious, and many are concerned about what's being taught in the schools nowadays. Right. So our system is a combination of educational apps, websites, and leadership development, because most families feel it takes a lot more than just academics to be successful in life. Many families pick it up to help their kids get better grades in school or to save time on studying. You probably heard of some of the families that have picked this up already. I'm sure you've heard of the Crosbys and the Bills. Yeah. So actually, so Ms. Jones, I'm sure you will love it. But at the end of the day, I've come to find out that it normally goes by quicker if I show the kids, because they're the ones that are going to be using it at the end of using it throughout the school year. No need to buy some they're not going to be using, right? Can we quick grab the kids and dad? Awesome. Hey, Billy. Hi, my name's Oscar. I'm a college student at North Dakota State University. Have you heard of that school? Cool. So this summer, I get to sit down with all the families in the Yolo County School District, showing them some stuff for school. No, it's not extra homework, and no, you're not going to get shipped off to anywhere. It's just a super huge time saver. I'll go ahead and give you a quick look, and you can let me and your mom know. You can let me and your parents know, or your parents and I know if it's something that'll be helpful. You can let your parents and I know if it's something that you think will be helpful for this upcoming school year. Sound good? Awesome. And if you don't like it, that's okay too. Great. Yeah. So, Billy, what grade are you going into? 6th? Yo, we have some mutual friends. Yeah, we have some mutual friends. Yeah. So, Billy, do you do any sports, extracurricular activities, anything outside of school? Awesome. What would you say is your best subject? Awesome. What subject would you say takes the most time and energy for you to get the grades you want out of it? Awesome. Okay, great. Yeah. So, Billy, Beth, Dave, Billy, so Mr. and Mrs. Jones, Billy, I'll go ahead and give you all a quick look at how the system works and you can let me know if it's something that you think would be helpful. Now, if you like it, great. I'll help you get it like I have for a lot of the other families in the area. But at the same time, if you don't like it, that's perfectly okay too. My job is to find a need and fill a need, not just to sell you stuff. So just be honest with me, and I'll be okay with that, no matter what it is. Yeah, and I'll be happy with that, no matter what it is. Yeah. But the one favor that I do ask of everybody is, since I had to show this to over 2,000 different families this summer, I only get to show it to each family one time. So if you like it, great. That's a big yes. And if you don't like it, great. That's a big no. But the maybes and the comeback laters and the in-betweens make this job really complicated. And I don't have time for that. So is it fair of me to ask to make this job really complicated? Is it fair of me to ask you to shoot me straight one way or the other? Awesome. Okay, great. So I'll give you all a quick look, and if you're with it, great, and if not, that's okay too. Good. I'm sure you love it. Awesome. So there's a few reasons why everyone's been picking these up. The first is that moms and dads want to be more involved in their children's education. The thing is, for a lot of moms and dads, it gets a little bit tricky when they try to help out, because it's been such a long time since they either forgot it, never had it, or a lot has changed since they last had it. Sound familiar? Awesome. Check this out. Yeah. Notice how it has new method 1 and old method 2. It actually shows both the new and the old methods, so the parents and the kids can reference each other at home when they're working on it. Right? And the apps actually have over 4,000 different videos breaking down all the problems step by step by step. And they're not long videos. They're anywhere from 1 to 6 minutes. Super cool. And the apps don't just have videos, they also have a lot of different quizzes and worksheets in case there's extra practice that's needed. And they all come with solutions. Super neat, right? Awesome. Now, Billy, you ever notice how you go to class, you get 1 or 2 super easy examples, then you have 20 to 30 homework problems at home that you got to work on? You ever notice how the last few get harder? Check this out. Instead of 1 or 2 examples, get 5 to 15 different examples, all done step by step by step. And if you search the page number of a problem, it'll actually give a video of a teacher doing that exact problem step by step by step. Isn't that neat? Awesome. The second reason that a lot of families have been picking this up is because they want to save time. Families are busy with sports, activities, work, and Google's really good for research projects and papers, but when it comes to day-to-day assignments, it's not as helpful. For instance, when it comes to history, what do you usually have to remember? Peoples, places, dates, and events, right? Check this out. Instead of having to dig through a 40-page chapter to find everything that you need, everything's just organized in a nice, neat timeline with all the information all in one spot. And if you're looking for a particular event, after the timeline that starts every chapter, it actually gives you a breakdown of all the different events with more information. Isn't that neat? Super cool. The third reason a lot of parents tell me that education is important is because they want their kids to have the best opportunities, right? So whether your student needs a little bit extra help to keep up and catch up, to either keep up or catch up, or they're just a straight A student and need something else to tickle their fancy. Tickle their fancy is crazy. Or they're just a straight A student that needs something else to advance at their own rate. There's plenty of help there for everybody. For instance, in the English section, if you go to page 652, oh, I had 662, jeez. I'm at this. Ooh, let me actually unbookmark that. It's kind of unnecessary because I gotta unflip that every time. And we gotta follow through. So it's tough. Right. But if you go to page 652, we actually break down all the different parts of speech, rules of punctuation, and conjugation of verbs, with lots of super clear, easy examples, all in one page. Isn't that neat? And again, if your student is a straight A student that needs a little bit extra help, if your student's also a straight A student that needs a little bit extra help to get what they want, to get also a straight A student that needs to advance at their own rate, we also have more information for different topics, such as science. In the chemistry section, something cool that we do is we actually break down the periodic table, alphabetize it, and then we actually color code it and give you a super cool description of all the different elements. We're coming down to their uses, their properties, their chief components, and the different atomic stats. Things that'll be super helpful throughout your chemistry course. Isn't that neat? And lastly, like I mentioned earlier, we also have a leadership component, because families feel it takes a lot more than just academics to be successful in life. All right. So our system includes a leadership component that teaches success habits and interpersonal skills. Things like goal setting, time management, schedule, and having a good attitude. All things are going to need later on in life. Right? All things are going to need later on in life. Right? And on the, for instance, Miss Jones, I'm sure you understand the importance of setting goals, right? Now, did you know that most students actually never get taught the proper strategy? If you break down through the LEAD program, you actually learn how to break down any goal into 7 simple steps, and through applying those 7 simple steps, you drastically increase your ability to achieve that goal. And everything is self-paced. And through completion, you get certificates and letters of recommendation that look great on college applications and resumes for job interviews. Isn't that neat? And lastly, the most important part about the LEAD program is the interpersonal mentorship that's included with it, where you actually get access to a mentor that you can meet with a couple of times a month that walks you through how to apply all the different aspects of LEAD into your daily life. Things like emotional intelligence, goal setting, time management, having a good attitude, scheduling, being financially intelligent and financially literate. All things that don't really get taught in school nowadays. That's exactly what the mentors are for, and that's exactly what they take care of. Isn't that neat? So just to give you a summary, you actually have a cool set of books that covers all your main core subjects from where they are now up until when they graduate. You know, everything with algebra, trigonometry, geometry, measurements, all the way up until calculus. In science, it's biology, chemistry, earth science, space science, ecology, and even physics. With social studies and language arts, it's history, government, economics, geography, grammar, writing, and literature. The topic source for extra research help on essays they're going to write in the future, and honors for all their honors and AP courses when they're applying for college credit in high school. Isn't that the nicest set of books you ever seen? Boy, wouldn't it have been helpful to have these books back when you were in school? Awesome, right? Great. Yeah, so great, right? Yeah. And you can probably see now why so many families have been picking these up for me, right? Awesome. Cool. So a lot of families have been picking this up, and I think a big reason for that is because of the price. Now, most families see education as an investment. Now, when you think investment, you think huge numbers. Like, I know from personal experience, a college textbook can be anywhere from $300 to $400, times 5 or 6 different courses per semester. Even the College Board recommends budgeting anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500 a year. A personal private tutor can cost anywhere from $50 to $100 just for 1 hour. And a personal learning center like Mathnasium, Kumon, or Sullivan can be anywhere from $300 to $600 a month. But a lot of families invest in that because a lot of families see the value in education. If there's one thing you can't take away from the kids, it's great education. But I think the reason that over 1 million families have picked these up in the last 10 years is because it's practical, right? User-friendly, and cost-efficient. You know, instead of it being $2,000 to $2,500, the entire set of books is just 4 payments of $250. That's not bad, you know. And with the apps and websites, those are all subscription-based, like Netflix. And those all just, instead of it being $100 a month for apps, you can get over 6. You can get 6 different logins into, and over 6 different apps included in the apps and websites. It's just $24.98 a month. It's less than $1 a day. It's less than a trip to Wendy's, right? That's less than a trip to Wendy's. It's not bad, right? Now, when I was catching up with the Jennings family, they were telling me how there's been way more than that in their video games, tablets, sports equipment, vacations, and even at the fast food drive-thru. When it came to their kids' education, it was about making those small investments, because a great education is something that lasts a lifetime. So, Miss Jones, the reason, yeah. So, what everyone likes about the way I do business is I take orders today, I deliver the books today, you get access to the websites and apps today, but my account doesn't close till the end of the summer. It gives everyone a chance to break it down. You could be like the Thompson family who wanted to get rid of the entire cost all at once. You could be like the Thompson family who wanted to get rid of the entire cost all at once, so they wouldn't have to worry about it at the end of the summer. You could be like the Johnson family who broke it down into 2 payments, one this month, one last week, one next month. That way it's easier on their budget. Or you could be with the George family who broke it down into 3 or 4 payments, aligning up with when they got paid. Whatever works for you works best for me. I don't really mind how it gets done, but whatever works best for you. Oh yeah, also I didn't mention this, but lastly, the LEAP program, it's actually just $99 a month. Most private tutors and most personal life coaches are about $600 to $700 a session. So to have it be $99 a month, it's not bad. It's actually pretty manageable. Isn't that neat? Super cool, right? Yeah. So for me to do a proper service, we need to get an address so I can have it on file in case I need to come back and yeah. I don't even know why I'd come back. I know I'd come back. I don't know. Yeah, but in order to do a proper service, I need to come back. I need your address. What will be your best address? Phone number? Email? I was supposed to be working on the closing steps today. Jeez, I'm a tweaker. Okay, bet.